Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. If you guys like the video, make sure to smash the like button and maybe even consider subscribing for more. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my complete Ironman farming guide on how you can, get started with farming, train farming, and even end up getting 99 one day. This is going to be a really long video. I'm going to try my best to fully go over everything that you need to do with farming. I know it's a very difficult and a very annoying skill to learn, but once you actually learn it, it is an amazing skill to do. It's actually one of my favorite skills in the entire game, but I just know it's very frustrating to start. So today I'm going to be doing my best to cover everything that you need to know about farming. Alright, so farming is a skill where you basically, plant things, crops, herbs, trees, anything like that, and then you wait. And some of them are up to waiting 3 days, and some of them are waiting 75 minutes. Anyways, then you go and check it, and that's where you get your farming experience. It's a very, very simple skill, but it is very hard to get into. There's a lot you need to know, so in this video, I'm going to be covering absolutely everything. First, I'm going to go ahead and throw up on screen right now some of the quests that you could do just to get a little bit of a boost in starting your farming skill. Some of them require farming levels, but Recipe for Disaster, the Goblin General subquest gives you 1,000 farming experience. Enlightened Journey, 3,000 farming experience. Fairy Tales Part 1, 3,500 farming experience. Grim Tales, 4,000. Forgotten Tale of a Drunken Dwarf gives you 5,000. Garden of Tranquility, another 5,000. My Arm's Big Adventure, 5,000. Rum Deal, 7,000. And Song of the Elves gives you 20,000 farming experience. Also, by completing the Fairy Tales Part 1 quest, you get these things called Magic Secateurs, which are very useful. They're basically like a magic secateurs, and what they do is they actually increase the yield of herbs that you get from picking patches. And you're going to need to use these anyways, the regular type. So I highly recommend, you get that quest out of the way. It doesn't even require a farming level to get it done. And yeah, then you have them for the rest of the account. Also, by completing Ghosts Ahoy as a separate quest, you get the Ectophile right here. And what the Ectophile does is basically it teleports you to the end of the swamp there, where there is a an herb patch, allotment patch, stuff like that. We'll get into that later in the guide, but very, very useful to knock out of the way. Other useful things, if you get the fairy rings unlocked, that is also from completing the Fairy Tales Part 2. By starting it anyways, you get the fairy ring access, and this will basically allow you to teleport all the way around the game very, very easily. And same with the Tree Gnome Strong Village, those quests as well. They unlock you the use of the Spirit Tree. So Spirit Tree as well, very, very useful for fruit tree runs later on in the guide. So if you can knock those other quests out of the way, it'd be very, very beneficial for you. As well as the Lumbridge and Draenor diaries and the Artie diaries. You can even just do the first one, but if you do all the way up to the 4th tier of the diaries, you get unlimited teleports to the Cabbage Patch and unlimited teleports to the farm in Artie. And also the Monastery one is actually useful too, because there is a patch there that I tend to use a lot as well. These you don't need, but they're very, very helpful. And last kind of unlock that you will basically, you don't need to do, it's actually really not even efficient to do at all, but you can unlock the Farmer's Outfit. And basically what the Farmer's Outfit does is it provides you a 2.5% experience bonus when worn, and this will actually help you with the really one, like the big trees in the future that give you a ton of XP. By wearing this outfit, you will actually save a lot. So highly recommend that you get this out of the way. And yeah, anyways, on with the video. So to basically start farming, you're going to want to come to any farmer in the game. There is a ton located around the game. There's one Draenor, there is one Artie, and there's also one here in the Farming Guild. I know you won't have access to this right away, but basically you can go ahead and trade them, and they will sell you all of the basic farming things that you will need. So they'll sell you, your compost packs. They'll sell you all the tools that you will need for farming, watering cans, empty plant pots, filled plant pots. Very, very useful, even plant cures and stuff like that. So For starting, you want to come to this shop and buy 1 or 2 of every single thing in here to start your farming. If you do a couple of quests, you'll already have a decent level, and from here you can just kind of pick and choose on what you want to plant and how often you want to plant it. One last thing I want to talk about unlocking is the farming guild itself. It is really what got me really into farming, and it's just honestly amazing. So with level 45 farming and 60% Hosidius favor, you get access to the first tier of the farming guild. 65 farming, you get access to the second tier of the farming guild, and 85 you get access to the whole farming guild. So I'll go ahead and show you quickly. This is actually located right here on the end of Zaya. The easiest way to actually get here is either using a skills necklace or the CIR teleport with the fairy ring and running down this way. But the skills necklace or even the farming cape itself will teleport you here, but I know you guys won't have that, but it can be something to look forward to when you do get 99 farming. So, oh, we got a genie here, that's nice. So basically the farming guild, the little one here, this is the level 45 requirement. It has, you know, a couple of plants and a few allotment patches and also a cactus patch up here. This one is the level 65 one. It also is very, very useful for Ironman, especially because you get another herb patch, you get a tree patch, you get a new patch, which this basically is seeds that you get from Hespori, but you get the access to fight Hespori, and Hespori is like a skilling boss, it's not really a skilling boss, you need to use combat in it, but it gives you farming experience for killing a boss, and throughout every time you plant trees and plant anything in the game, you have a chance to get the Hespori seeds, so you'll get a lot of them over time, and I think it's like 3 days or something like that. No, it's once a day you can kill Hespori, and then you have a chance of getting the bottomless compost bucket. Now what this bucket does is essentially for every compost you put into this bucket, it will double it. So say you put 1 ultra compost in the bucket, it will come out with 2 of them, and you can store as many composts in this as you want. So usually you'd have to pick like 5 inventory spots to get your like 5 ultra composts out, but in this one you can store them. So as you can see, I don't think I have many right now, but we have 22 composts in this one inventory spot. Very amazing. I really love this item, and this is actually this whole farming guild is what really got me into farming. Okay, now I'm going to talk about seeds. How the hell do you get seeds on an Ironman account? Seeds is probably what throws a lot of people away from training the farming skill, but seeds are really not that bad to do. Probably like the best way I can tell you guys to go ahead and get seeds is just train Slayer. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly scroll over here. Okay, so this is just some of the things that I've been killing recently. If you go ahead and scroll through random Slayer things, you can see like you get a lot of seeds, miscellanea as well. Pretty much everything in the game that you do with Slayer will drop you seeds over time. Like Dagnloss are amazing for seeds. Pretty much everything you do with Slayer will just drop you seeds over time. It's not like super fast, super efficient way to get seeds, but it will help you over the long period of time getting all the seeds that you will need for your farming, especially herb seeds and stuff like that. So that is like pretty much the best way for me to get the herb seeds and stuff like that. Now, other things you could do is by pickpocketing master farmers, which they are located in the farming guild, Draenor and Artie. Pickpocketing master farmers, amazing way to get seeds. And then another way of getting seeds is doing birdhouse runs. Birdhouse runs are amazing every single day, or actually every single 75 minutes, correct me if I'm wrong. You do a birdhouse run and you get the bird's nests that are filled with seeds, and these seeds can be the tree seeds, the fruit tree seeds. You can get a ton of great seeds this way. Very great thing to do. Another thing you can do is kill the giant mole, and he will drop you the bird's nests as well for seeds. But another way, and this was probably my absolute favorite way of getting seeds, is by completing farming contracts. So once you get level 45 farming, you can come into the farming guild. You can talk to this girl right here called Guild Master Jane, and basically you right click her and click contract. I already have one right now. So what is my farming contract? Well, you need to grow a magic tree, and I will reward you when you have checked its health. So I tried to do that, and as you can see, the tree died. That was before I had 99 farming, so I haven't done a contract since I've had 99 farming. But I probably should, honestly, because every single contract you do, you get a seed pack at the end of it, and you will get so many seeds. Seed packs are amazing. They're really, really, really good for Ironman accounts because you get the seeds that you know are so annoying and so hard to get. The only thing about this as well is sometimes you'll go to do a contract and you won't have the seed for it, so you're gonna have to go to a lower tiered contract. Basically, you can pick like an easy, medium, hard contract to do. Try to do the highest level when possible because you'll get the best seeds out of the pack. But if you can't do it or you don't have the seed, you can either go out of your way and get the seed, or you know, you can lower it down to a medium or an easy contract. But yeah, doing the farming contracts here is absolutely amazing for you to do. I also want to mention right here is the seed vault. So the seed vault is a really good update as well. You can store all of your seeds in it so that you it'll save you a lot of bank space. So as you can see, just from doing like master farmers, stuff like that, I have tons of the allotment seeds, then the flower seeds, herb seeds down here. A lot of them are actually in my bank, the ones that I actually use all the time. You can even store the saplings in here, which I will talk about later. But in my bank, I have all of the seeds that I actively use. So these are all like the herb seeds, stuff like that, snape grass, limport seeds, spirit seeds. I've got like all these, you know, the higher level ones and stuff like that, secondaries for them. But yeah, farming guild, amazing. Now, I briefly mentioned the Tithe farm. The Tithe farm is basically a mini game where you get the farmer's outfit. You can actually get a couple other unlocks as well. You can buy compost, grapes, a bunch of random stuff like that, but you can also buy this thing called auto weed. So basically, whenever you get to a farm patch for the very first time, you have to like rake the leaves out of it, and it's very annoying, and they can actually grow back. So you can get this thing called auto weed from the Tithe farm minigame. Tithe farm minigame, I'm going to tell you right now, is not fun, but it is an active way that you can train farming. I'm not going to really cover it in this video because it's a whole nother topic in itself, but you can learn it, get your auto weed if you want to get your farmer's outfit. You can also get the herb sack in the seed box there, which I personally think the herb sack is probably better. The seed box is really good for master farmers, however, but auto weed is definitely something you should get. It's only 50 points in the Tithe farm shop, and it's amazing because you will never, once you rake it the first time, you will never have to rake it again, and it's just amazing because it saves you so much time with farming. But yeah, you should look into the Tithe farm. I can make a guide on it if you guys really want to, but basically the Tithe farm, it's really cool because you can gain farming XP without waiting, but it's not fun. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It is not a fun minigame. I was there for a while. I got my full farmer's outfit, I got the herb sack, and I got the auto weed, but it's not a fun minigame. I did not want to stay for the seed box. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys on a basic run of all of the patches and all of the herbs and trees and stuff like that in the game. I'm not going to be doing a tree or a fruit tree run just because I don't have any things available to me right now. I'll even show you the ones on Fossil Island that are worth doing as well. But I will be doing a herb run with you guys. I'm going to show you every location pretty much in the game that you will need to do with farming. Yeah, let's just get started. This right here is a RuneLite plugin. It's called time tracking, and basically what it does, it's really good for farming. So it shows you your birdhouse runs too. So if I go ahead right here and click on tree patches, oh, that does not look good. It will show you everywhere in the game that has a tree patch, and what basically, even the spirit tree patches, the redwood patches, it will show you like Falador Farming Guild, Gnome Village, Lumbridge, Taverley, Varrock, you know, it will show you where they are. Same with the fruit tree patches. Same with the herbs, stuff like that. My herbs are looking good. Allotments, every single thing in the game, it will show you like where it is. So for example, you know, if I haven't done a tree run in a month and I'm like, oh, I forget where they are, I can quickly go to this little RuneLite plugin here and be like, okay, Farming Guild, Gnome Village, Lumbridge, Taverley, Varrock. Okay, I'm gonna show you where these are all. All right, so we're gonna go on like a fake sort of tree run for you guys, just to show you guys all of the locations for the regular trees in the game. So starting off, I usually would start my trips at the Farming Guild just because, you know, I do my contracts, see what happens with that. So, you know, start with the one in the Farming Guild. So the first one right here is a tree. This is the first actual real tree that you can go ahead and plant. So what you want to do is basically rake out the crops, place your compost in. If you want to use payments, you can use payments as well, and then put your the pot plant in there, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Wait for it to grow. So this is the first one. Okay, that is the one in the farming guild. So the next one that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys is in Falador. So with the Falador one, there's kind of two here. Basically in Falador there is two. So what I would do when I had my runs back then is I would just have like 2 Falador teleports. This is before I had like the construction cape and the house and stuff like that. So the one tree location is basically just, you know, east after you teleport into Falador. Just run past here, past this bridge and everything like that. And would you look at that? We have a full-grown magic tree in this patch. So this is the second patch. Now the next one that I would usually do is teleport to Falador again and then run. But since I have the construction cape, I can quickly get there. So this is the one that is in Taverley. So if you go to Taverley, and then just basically from Taverley, you just run east, and then the next tree is just right here. As you can see, it was another magic tree. Again, looks like I already checked the health on that one as well. So that one you're going to want to knock out. Next, we're going to go to Varrock. Basically, you're going to want to bring a rune pouch with all of the teleport runes and all of your like plants, pots, stuff like that. But I'm just going to show you guys where all the locations are. Okay, so the next one, Varrock. Okay, Varrock one's very easy to get to. Once you get to Varrock Square, you're just going to want to run north and then a little bit east. And right here is the next location for the tree. Very, very simple. Okay, and the next one is in Lumbridge. So we're going to go to my house again and head over to the Lumbridge one. This one's also very, very easy to get to. And then the next one is also easy as well. So we'll go to Lumbridge right here. And basically, if you just run through the castle and then exit the back door, you can see right there is another patch that is for the trees. So that one is, I have a U in there, already collected the XP for. But as you can see, they're very simple, easy to get to. The next one is actually in the Gnome Stronghold. So you can use a Royal Seed Pod. If you do not have that, use the Spirit Tree, you know what I mean? I told you guys to get the Spirit Trees unlocked. Very, very useful. But if you have the Royal Seed Pod, it's even easier. If you have the Monkey Madness 2 completed, I highly would recommend that as well. But as you can see, that's actually a fruit tree, but the real tree is up here. So I would usually do like fruit trees and trees at the same time, but depending on where it is. But just up here, kind of where like the Slayer Master is in a way, pretty much right beside the Slayer Master right here. Looks like this one died, but this is another tree patch. Okay, now for the fruit trees. As you can see, basically what I would do is do my tree runs first, then I would start with the fruit trees, and I would just kind of like come over here, do that fruit tree right here. This is the first fruit tree, the papaya tree. Then right away, I would use the spirit tree right here and travel here. And then once you run through this maze right here, you can go ahead and squeeze through the loose railing, follow this guy out of the maze, and right away there is another fruit tree. So that is already 2 knocked out of the way. Very, very easy, very simple. Yeah, right here is the next one. There was a papaya tree right there. Okay, next one we're going to use is the Brimhaven one. So there's a couple ways you can get here. Basically, you're going to want to go to Catherby, and then you're going to want to take the charter ship. But since I have this already unlocked here for you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and use the house teleport just to make it a little bit easier for the video. So basically, like I said, all you're going to want to do is go to Catherby, take the docks, and you actually kind of get there faster than using this method. But if you have the construction cape or something like that, or if your house is located here, you can even just do this way. And as you can see, if we just run a little bit north here, there will be a secondary papaya tree. Another way you can get here as well is with a spirit tree. So if you have the spirit trees unlocked and you have one planted here, you can actually just use the spirit tree and just run this way, completely north. And that is right to the next farming patch. From here, what you're going to want to do is actually take the boat back, or if you took the boat here in the first place, do the Catherby one first. So basically what I'm going to do is just show you where the actual patch is. So I'm going to hit my rejuvenation pool because we ran out of run energy. And then you're going to want to go to Catherby. So, sorry, my bad. You're going to either go to Catherby first, or if you have the spirit tree unlocked, you're going to want to do that one first and then come back to Catherby. But yeah, Catherby right here. There's also a bunch of other patches here, which we will cover later. But if you just run a little bit east and go to where everyone fishes lobsters. Do you remember that back in the day? Lobsters and tuna and trout and all that stuff. Not trout, but yeah. Anyways, right here is the next papaya patch. So we've got two left. One is actually in the farming guild and one is in Letia. So you're going to need the crystal teleport seed in order to get to this one. So if you don't have this one, don't worry about it. Just wait till you have the roving elves quest and all those quests out of the way. And it's kind of a later game one anyways, but you use the crystal teleport seed and you basically teleport right to the patch. The very last one is in the farming guild, so make your way to the farming guild, or if you started your run in the farming guild, knock this one out as well. So yeah, kind of put your fruit trees and your regular trees together. They just have different growth times, so if you want to maximize your XP, you know, this is how you would do that. So this is the, you know, the last papaya tree. And also, these are two other ones that I'm going to also mention. You need higher farming levels for this, but this is the Celestious tree. You get one of these patches, and the Redwood patch, you get one of these patches as well. They take a while to grow, but you get a shit ton of farming experience from them. Highly worth doing them, especially if you get them for the contracts. But yeah, now I'm going to show you these special trees, the ones you definitely should be doing. They're very cheap to farm if you're a main account, and if you are an Ironman account, take advantage of these. You get so much XP. So basically, you're going to want to go to Fossil Island, and Fossil Island, so yeah, basically you can just use your dig site pendant and go to the dig site, and once you're at the dig site, it's basically completely north. So head up to the docks here, use the quick travel with the guard, and then you're going to have to take the quick shortcut. But these are probably the best trees that you can do. Take the little shortcut here, if not, just walk around. But if you take the shortcut right here, you got 3 patches of these trees, and let me tell you, they give you massive farming experience. They take a long time to grow. Mahogany or teak, you could do teak at the very start. I think teak you only need like 35, something like that. Farming, I think it's called trees. It might be in trees. No. Special. Okay, yeah, for teak you only need 35 farming. Mahogany, you definitely need the 55 farming, but very great. Take advantage of these 3 trees. You get so much farming experience, it's nuts. And lastly, I'm going to take you guys on a full journey with me on how I do my herb runs. So basically, this is what I have on. Like I was talking about, the farming outfit, magic secateurs, and the farming cape. And then in my inventory, I have got a spade, the ectopile, explorer's ring, hardy cloak, seed dibber, bottomless compost, limp roots, and toad flax seeds. Doesn't matter which type of seeds, honestly. So I start here in the farming guild. As always, like it's not like you have to, but just I always start in the farming guild, pick up my herbs. This is kind of just like a little bonus thing. I think I'm gonna make a separate video on how to do efficient farm runs. So yeah, place down the ultra compost and the seed, and then this one as well, I run completely east, do my limp plant, do my whiteberry, and do my potato cactus. So I'll be right back. The good thing about the whiteberry and the potato cactus is once you plant them, you kind of they just grow again, so you don't have to like get the seeds and everything like that. They just continuously grow white berries and potato cactus. Kind of just a bonus thing that I do for making potions in the future. Alright, so once I picked all those, I actually used the Arty Monastery teleport, and I have another whiteberry patch here, so let's go ahead and pick that. Alright, so once this one's done, popped out the ectopile, and this is where we do the one for the Ghost Ahoy quest. Basically, just run completely west, and you will eventually get your way over to the herb patch. This is one that you can kind of unlock early on, so I highly recommend you do this one. It's just an extra herb patch, allotment patch, everything like that. In the lower levels as well, you can plant your like watermelon, stuff like that. Just take advantage of every seed that you get, depending on how high you want to get your farming level. But for me, since I have the scarecrow planted there for the achievement diary and stuff like that, I pretty much just do the herb here now. And next, I'm going to go to another one that I kind of find slightly annoying to get to. A lot of people might not have access to this one too, but on Harmony Island, there's actually another herb patch that you can take advantage of. It has a lot of quests, requirements, and stuff like that, so this is kind of a late game one for sure. But if you can, take advantage of it, and that's it. So basically getting to Harmony, you can make the teleport portal in your house, and boom, just like that, another patch. Alright, from here I go back to my house as well. See what I mean? Getting your house unlocked with everything is just absolutely amazing. So from your house, I get the two other ones that require quests out of the way. So this one is the Troll Stronghold one. You can get this one from Troll Romance, and yeah, this is another one. And if you have the achievement diary done, you can kind of do this little shortcut here rather than, you know, going through the whole cave. But another farming patch to take advantage of. Alright, and same for this one. Another one locked behind quest. I actually forget what quest this is. But it's kind of a later end game one too. I'll be covering the traditional ones soon, but this one's called Weiss, and basically right away it's more of a Fremennik type kind of quest. And there's another herb patch here. Basically to get the teleports here, you run down into the mine here. You have to mine the teleports out, and to get it in your house you need to unlock 1,000 of each one. So it took a long time. I think it took me like 3 to 4 hours to get the teleports unlocked, but now I have them forever, you know what I mean? Worth. The next one is in Hosidius, so I just go ahead and use my construction cape to head over to the Hosidius house portal. Before I had the construction cape, I actually just have my house located in Hosidius, makes it very easy. Just run north, and there is another full patch here. This one I also do the Limport as well, so yeah. Alright, the next one we already kind of passed. It's in Catherby, so find a way to get to Catherby. You can either use the Camelot teleport, or if you have your spellbook on Lunars, or you have the teleport in your house, you can just easily go to Catherby this way. But yeah, this one's also really good. And yeah, I also do the Limport and the herbs here as well, so pretty easy. Okay, next you're going to want to go to this one with the cabbage patch. If you do not have the ring, just teleport to Draenor and kind of just run over here. Worst case scenario, teleport to Falador and run down, but that takes a long time. I would hope you have glories at least if you're going to try to get into serious farming. But here as well, obviously the I do the Limport and the herb patch just to stock up on the secondaries. And for my favorite patch of the game is the RD one, just because it literally teleports you to the farm. It's so great. Love this patch. So I always try to do this one last as like kind of like a little reward for finishing the farming run. And here I do the Limport and as well as the herb patch. So yeah, farming is one of those skills that just takes a long time to kind of master and to kind of get into, but I hope this guide helped you at least know where the patches are, maybe how to get started with farming. And I think you should all do farming. Take advantage of a skill that's very good for Ironman account, very good for making your herbs, very good for just making money if you're a main account, or losing money if you just do all trees. But it's a fast freaking skill. You should definitely get 99 farming. It just takes a little bit of patience on an Ironman account for sure. But the real struggle of farming is just starting the skill. A lot of people just don't start the skill, and then they therefore hate the skill. But it's a really good skill that we all should definitely be taking advantage of. Great skill to passively do over time. But yeah, anyways, I really hope this video helped you guys. It took me a long time to put this video together, so if you could go ahead and like it. And if you made it to this far in the video, go ahead and comment no help's farming guide, or just no help, or just farming guide, or something like that, so I know you watched the whole video. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya later. Oh, and yeah, after your farming runs, make sure you do your birdhouses, okay? Make sure.